Hey guys, welcome to my live podcast. These podcasts are basically a thing where I talk to you guys and ramble for an hour and discuss topics I think are kind of important for ESL or for the game. And I usually have a guest. Today I have Uno, the
Hello, everyone.
famous MC5 Pro. On iOS. I've had him a few times here. He's a really good friend of mine. Known the guy for like 5 years. So I asked him if he can come on and talk to you today with you guys about ESL. Kind of
The most discussed topic.
most discussed topic ever, most important topic. Before we start, do you want to tell your mom hi on stream so she knows you're on television?
Hello, Mom! I'm famous!
I'm famous, Mom. I made it.
Yes!
All right. As you guys can see, we are live to the pop-up on my screen. So, ESL. A lot of you guys play it. A lot of you guys know what it is. A lot of you guys don't know what it is. First and foremost, ESL is the competitive platform for MC5. If you want to be a professional player, as of right now, the only way to really become like super well-known or professional and be on stream and stuff is going to be through ESL, or you could just do a podcast like me. But or you could do.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
No, I'm just kidding. No, you can go through ESL and be on live stream, and everyone sees you get wrecked because they're like, oh gosh, that guy's really amazing. And basically, you go sign up through the ESL website. It's gonna be like play.esl, and you look up Modern Combat 5, and it's a fun thing. I actually have an old podcast regarding on how to actually sign up for you guys who are newer. And that's not really what this is about. This is more discussing current ESL. But it's a competitive platform for ESL, for MC5, for those of you guys who don't know what it is. A lot of fun, and very, very, very just, it's very like, it could be pretty stressful for some guys. I have fun with it. I play with a bunch of my friends, and we just, mess around and, win, lose some. It's okay. No big deal.
You always lose.
I do, personally. I don't even know why I'm leader at this point of my squad. I know Vola's pretty well known in Red Cup. So,
Yes.
there's that.
Back in the days.
Back in the days.
Before we started losing as well.
Lol. But, anyways, there are a lot of rules for ESL. I kind of... Oh, someone's lagging. That's okay. Let me know what... I'm going to keep on talking. Can you hear me? Hear me fine? Can you hear me okay? You're a little slow. No, you can't.
Is it good? Yes, I early.
Huh? It's not my...
That's always.
Okay, anyways, yeah, no, it's okay. He has some internet issues. Okay, then. And she has some issues, too, over there, my dog.
I can't hear you.
Let's hold on, I'll type to this guy. Well, just a second, guys. Sorry. Let me put this on. Let me put a hold real quick.
It's alright. Well, I have a
Hey,
dog
guys.
as well, and I
Yeah,
viewer them.
we're back. We're back on. Sorry, guys. I had to go leave and get my dog. So we're back. Okay, back. Had to run back to ESL. It's I talked about a big competitive platform. Uno's played a lot of ESL. He's won a lot of tournaments as well. So the guy's very knowledgeable, and that's why I brought him on with us. So the current rules for ESL involve using Tier 7 weapons with Tier 3 armor limitation. How do you feel about the current rules of ESL prior to this update?
Well, they seem to be a little bit unfair before adding the tracker class. So in the tracker class decision, because the range of weapons is stronger than any other class. I heard that tier 1 weapon is like auto aim 1.
Yeah.
And I remember that there was tier 6 or tier 7, if I'm not mistaken, a semi-auto sniper. So
Yeah,
there are at least
it is.
three to four weapons with extremely high damage and rate of fire comparing to every other stuff. I don't say that rules are completely fair for every player right now. Like if you compare each class with another, I would actually make some corrections, ban or allow something, but it's just my opinion as a player. Maybe those people who make the rules, they know the game better, they can predict what's gonna be the meta in few months, in a year, I don't know. So for me right now, the rules are very close to be at the levels they should be at the point. I would just ban the commander, or at least tier 6 commander gun.
The Severance.
Because the Severance, because it's stronger than any other weapon currently in ESL. It's like DBS with 3 times bigger clip and the rate of fire.
It actually has a way lower rate of. I think it has a lower rate of fire than the.
I was talking about damage. It has almost.
Oh no,
the same
it's not.
damage.
It's not way lower. Wow. So the Severance has 10 less rate of fire than DBS. It has approximately. What is it? 14.
I don't remember the numbers.
I have it pulled up on the screen. You can see it.
Oh.
It has about 14 bullets in the clip. Its damage is actually higher than the DBS. The DBS is what, 90, if I remember?
No, it's 135.
Oh,
in
138.
In closest combat.
So the damage is actually the exact same as the Severance. And actually, the DBS actually has a bigger drop off than the Severance does too. So the Severance, technically and on paper, is better than the DBS. Like, it's losing 10 rate of fire, which is, like, in my opinion, not even really any point in discussing
they don't affect anything.
But DBS has 4 bullets in the clip, and Severance, if I remember correctly, it has four bullets in the mag size. Yeah, it does. And Severance has 14. So you got 10 more bullets, and you got a better damage drop off. You got a shield. Mobility of Severance, I don't think is as good, if I remember correctly. I don't know if they have a.
I would say it's close.
Well, Heavy in general, I think, is a more mobile class than Commander. Commander is not really meant to be super mobile, but it's decently mobile. It's very good.
Yeah, especially I tried the tier 5 shield. It has the biggest mobility, and I can tell you that I was moving pretty fast.
Yeah. Something I will note though. So I guess we're going to talk about tweaking the rules a little bit. That's fine. If we were to remove the Severance, how would Commander be in ESL? Would Commander even be good anymore?
Well, Commander still got some some people gonna be shocked, but tier 5 and tier 4 are some strong SMGs with decent weapon, excuse me, with decent damage
Yeah.
and decent rate of fire. I can't say they're the biggest. They have the biggest throughout all the weapons, but comparing to others, they
They
are pretty
they
fair.
do. I
They
have
are.
I have it pulled up on the screen. It has I don't know if it's loading for you. The screen is it not?
It's not,
Okay.
but it's alright. Alright.
Oh, maybe I need to turn on my screen share for you first. Sorry, sweetie. There you go.
Thank you.
Lol. So it has 32 damage with the flash hider on it, which is, in my opinion, that's really good actually. That's higher than most. That's higher than any SMG. That's higher than a lot of assault rifles. Actually, it's higher than any assault rifle that's
Yes,
allowed in ESL. I
and
mean,
and it's higher by, I would, if I'm not by 8 than the tier 5 assault, the red one. It has the biggest damage, and it's 24 if I'm not mistaken,
I
or
believe it is 24 or something like that. It's pretty good. But the rate of fire is 444, which is respectable. So
yeah.
we're saying it's not a bad gun. So you're saying that you're basically saying is it still has options. Because I know Commander has access to more health. And that class in particular has access to more health than other classes with a secondary ability where it's able to throw ballistic plates. And it's able to help by 50 points. Wow, I didn't know it gave 50
Yeah,
HP.
and there is also a core. I don't remember the
It
exact
is. Yeah.
how it's called,
I'll pull it
but
up.
it increases the core, the extra health
By
by 20. So you
20.
can, yeah, so you can
Wow.
share 70 health 3 times.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. Um, I don't know if I would utilize it over Glutton.
But
I
like
wouldn't.
it's more a team buff core.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like and already the armor itself is 25 to 25 is really good. Like, so
That's the
Commander.
biggest one. That has the best stats throughout all the armors currently around in SL.
Yeah, so you have a class that has access to a really good gun, to a really good armor, really good ability. That's helpful for the team and for themselves because those ballistic plates can be applied towards themselves. So that's what your argument is, that you personally don't believe Commander should be allowed. Or I think. Well, we're talking about Commander as a class.
Oh no, Commander is a class is it could be a bit stronger just because of the shield, but what make it the strongest or one of the strongest currently is actually just one gun.
Yeah, the Severance. I'm
Yes.
curious to see how utilizing the tier 5 or even some of the lower tier weapons aren't, like even the shotgun, the tier 3. I've gotten killed by it a couple times. 108 damage, pretty close to rate of fire. The mag size is smaller, so it has a 30 lower damage, which is pretty significant, but it has a pretty similar rate of fire. I mean, when it comes to tier 3 armor, though, like 138, 100 sounds like it's a huge difference, but 2 shots are going to kill you with this other gun, too. So, something to kind of think about. Well, so you personally don't believe that this class belongs in ESL. That's your opinion, right? Hello? Someone's internet's not working 100%. Let me just message him. Anyways, I'll continue speaking because I can talk. I'll just ramble. Current rules are only allowing tier 7, tier 1 and tier 7, with a few weapons not allowed. The classes that are pretty much not allowed, guys, are going to be Marauder, and as of recently, Tracker has been banned from ESL. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on disallowing Tracker. Uno brushed up a little bit and touched up a little bit on his use of Tracker. Let's check out the weapons real quick, just for a quick recap regarding how we feel
Yeah.
about the weapons. Hey, man, welcome back.
Hello.
Yeah, hey,
Is
bro.
my camera?
Yeah, it's your connection. It's okay. Um, it's okay, and we'll continue talking. So, something to note about Tracker, and something Uno talked about earlier, was that the Tier 1 and the Tier 7 weapons are overpowered.
Good.
I'm sorry? You're kind of chopping in, coming in and coming out, bro. It's like slow-mo. Slow motion. Anyways, the Tier 1 weapon, if Tracker were allowed in ESL, I feel like the Tier 1 weapon would get would get instantly banned.
Yeah.
Because it has that auto-lock feature, which is extremely overpowered, has a really good rate of fire of 600, and has, let's see, when maxed out, I've not used it that much, 14 damage, which is, doesn't sound like a lot, but with a 600 rate of fire and an ability to aim at your head really fast. Boom. I think he's saying he lives in a poor country, guys, and he doesn't have good internet. It's okay, no problem, man. America. And the Tier 7 sniper has a high rate of fire for a sniper. Utilizing it, it kind of moves like a Charbatech. And it's pretty much a one-shot to two-shot kill with a flash hider. I mean, it's 109. You're using Tier 3 armors. So I think the Tier 7 would also get banned. As for the dogs, I'm not sure about how their utilization in ESL would actually be. Yeah, I'm not sure how it would actually be. Well then. Hey.
Oh,
just
it's
switch.
so awkward.
It's fine. Just switch.
It's so awkward.
Just switch. It's okay. Just switch to mic. Just turn off your video. Just switch to mic. That's fine.
All right.
There we go. Perfect. Better connections over round. So I was just talking about the Tier 1 and Tier 7 and kind of why they wouldn't be allowed in ESL. Brushed up because you mentioned it earlier, and I just kind of brushed up why I think that I agree they wouldn't be allowed in ESL. How do you feel about the dogs, though? Do you think they would have an impact on the rules or have an impact on the game in a big way, or not really?
In some games, and I was facing Tracker guys a lot. Like you can, let's say, 3 seconds. And in the rules of ESL with Tier 3 armors, 3 seconds is more than enough to get a kill.
Yeah.
So let's say the dog is some kind of but it doesn't deal damage to you. A Slack is almost a definite kill weapon. So is the dog, in my opinion. But
even what? I'm sorry.
Even better.
So I'm getting questions that the Tier 7 the Tier 7 sniper. I mean, right now I think I know we get the Tier 1. Okay, we're talking about the dogs. Dogs can be pretty OP. I get that. I mean, really, once they latch onto you, period. Even the Tier 1, you're dead. In ESL, that's just how it is. ESL is extremely fast paced, so I get that you're dead anyways. Because they're not lethal actually. The Tier 7. I have all the dogs because I'm, someone who 45 damage, 1 hit. It's not going to kill anyone.
It's not killing anyone.
It's
but
not going to kill
them.
It immobilizes them to where it definitely would have an effect on it would essentially be a kill. So I mean, hypothetically, it could be sort of overpowered in the just not overpowered, but in the sense like Tier 3 armor. The gameplay is so fast that you just be immobilized. I mean, 220 HP for that dog that's extremely high. It's higher than any armor we have in ESL. It would take a little more than some weapons to kind of take it out.
And
But
And also, or yes, I don't want to interrupt.
no,
Keep on.
I'm saying, but the only thing I will say is that the dog doesn't really latch on super easy.
I haven't tried myself the dog, but I think that people can practice to get better with using dogs.
I
I
mean,
don't think it's
I
some
guess
sort of a problem.
it's kind of. I feel like it's kind of automated in a way. Like you let it out, and it like kind of finds your enemy for you. You don't like just go like. From what I understand, you don't really just target your enemy and go like, boom, let me launch my dog. Okay, it's latch onto it. They're dead.
Oh,
So it
Dulce,
all.
could you please also show the tier 6 tracker gun?
Oh yeah, I've heard good things about this one. 600
Yes,
rate of
if I'm
fire, 26 damage. Ooh. Um, that's kind of similar to the red, except it's better than the red.
yeah, it's better. It's
It's better
definitely
than the red.
better.
Um, it is definitely better than the red. I'm not sure how it is in shotgun mode, what the stats are. But yeah, I've also heard about this gun, which is the Twig. It has 27 damage with 600 rate of fire. Wow.
That's a lot. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Wow. An ESL, that would definitely make a difference. I feel personally it would.
Yeah.
But
That was my point when I was saying that tracker should be banned.
that the stats outclass pretty much every other class in the game. Let me go to assault. I don't have an assault loadout because I really don't, I mean, except for grinder because I don't really use assault.
Well, assault is
Tick.
the most balanced class, in my opinion.
Shit, really? You think so?
Yes.
So actually, red has higher damage than either one of those guns. However, you have they also have 100 more rate of fire than the red does. So, the red has like 1 or 2 damage, 2 points higher than the ether, and 1 point damage higher than the twig, which are two really good assault rifles for the tracker class. But they do
But
have 100 rate of fire, which is
yeah, let's be honest. 1 or 2 point damage is not comparable to 100 rate of
no,
fire.
it's not comparable. So right now it seems like all the weapons, like forget about the dogs, the weapons already outclass weapons that are quite popular already in ESL. However, does it really compare to a KOG? That's another question. Not really. We're comparing
Well, KOG, in my opinion, is still the best assault rifle, even after the
we'll get
PR
into
buff.
we'll get into that in a second. It
All right.
has 19 damage, which is 8 lower than the ether, 9 lower than the twig. However, the rate of fire is 200 more, and 200 is
Yeah,
that rate of
and
fire is important. And aiming down sight, remember for
Dilsu,
cog.
I think you forgot some. If you scroll down a little bit lower, you will see like the message. The KOG has more than 19 damage. When you scope, I don't
Yeah,
know by how much
50
it's increased.
50%.
You got 50% more damage.
Yes, sir.
So you got almost 30%.
You have almost a total of 8-9 damage more. That's basically your twig or ether with an 800 rate of fire. And I think he ran into the doorbell. So
Yay. Excuse me.
you're fine.
My dog is crazy because of doorbells.
Bro, both of us have dog problems. Now she's in her kennel sleeping. So we do have assault. We have weapons that outclass tracker too. So it's not as bad as we thought it would be. What if some weapons for tracker were nerfed? Do you think the weapons are the problem? Do you think the dogs are the problem? What do you guys think? Do you guys think that tracker should be allowed, should not be allowed in ESL? I'm really curious to see what you guys think in terms of that.
Oh.
I hear people talking about different weapons. I think assault. I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like assault in ESL is recently probably the best. I want to say one of the best classes now. It's climbed up. It was mediocre for a while. And as of maybe a few months ago, it's climbed up to be probably, in my opinion, I've seen as one of the most used class, if not the most used class in ESL, due to their access of nades and very, very powerful weapons. By powerful weapons, I mean KOG.
Don't forget about the cores. Don't forget about the cores.
Access to kill streaks really easily, super duper easily. With the right kill streaks,
it helps a lot. It helps a lot, and this core can be used on every map.
Right.
The Berserker Rage, if I'm not mistaken.
It is Berserker Rage. Yes, Berserker Rage combined with Master at Arms gives you 2 kills to unlock all your kill streaks, which is pretty insane. Two kills, you get a bomber. I mean, and if you happen to die right before that bomber goes off and you respawn, oh well, there you go. There's another bomber. Like.
Yeah, that's how I was playing.
Yeah, like
I was getting bomber, I was getting shot, so I was rushing to die, and then I was getting another bomber.
Yep, right immediately. So, I know Assault right now is probably the most used or one of the top used classes in ESL. Period. It's really good right now. So I don't know if Tracker would still outclass it, even with those nice weapons. I don't think that it would affect Assault being one of the top used classes in the game, despite its access to such nice assault weapons. Damage weapons with such good stats.
I was thinking a lot about facing like 3 or 4 same classes in one team, even in my team, and it's kind of annoying because you always see the same classes. Like it's basically just sniper, assault, heavy, or recon.
Yeah.
A long time ago, someone from famous players, I think that was EMP Sultan, he suggested a very smart thing that would fit every type of rules in SL. He suggested to have only one player representing one class in the team. I think this was one of the smartest suggestions ever. No offense to your suggestions about rules, but that was definitely one of the smartest suggestions, because that would bring a bigger teamwork and more strategies. Having 5 different classes.
The only problem is there are really only 5 classes you can play in ESL, so you would force people to use classes that are underused. So that would be my only argument against that. I can see the benefits of that simply because not everybody would run like the most OP class. However, like you would lock someone. I feel like you would lock someone into a class for the duration of a game, and some situations call for you to switch your classes in ESL. I don't know how you feel about that, but I feel like sometimes.
No, I kind of disagree with you because.
Hear me out. Okay, so we're in Scramble. Scramble's a far range map. Straight up far range. You would think Sniper and KOG would be the predominantly used class, correct?
Yes.
However, if you sometimes see, a lot of times, the game will end up, and this is how it works for pretty much most maps, most situations. The game usually ends up ending in a close range concept. So you might see someone spawn in one of the hangars or something. People are spawning around that over and over and over again. So in that case, someone might switch between maybe sniper to like a heavy player instead, or an assault player to a heavy player, which is more close range, or a recon even, which is more close range. Because what's it called? Spawns kind of really determine how the direction of the game's going to go. And my point is that if you lock classes, people are going to be locked into those classes they have to use throughout the whole game, even though there might be a situation that strategically would tell you to, hey, let me switch my class to something that better suits this particular situation, or let me pull out my nades as an assault player, etc. So that's why I'm not really a huge fan of class locking. I get it. Like, I understand what the concept is. It would make people think more and make people play maybe a little more strategically. But I think that it would hinder the potential of a lot of players, and Yeah, that's how I feel. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I kind of disagree with you because you said there are just five classes generally to play, and you mentioned like assault and only assault and sniper, and only from one map and scramble. Don't forget there are heavy play, there are heavy
Mm.
classes, which is actually very good.
Mm-hmm.
There's recon class, which
Mm-hmm.
is decent, I would say, on scramble. There's also support class, and support got some good
Support,
cores and good guns.
yeah, support
Also
is pretty decent.
commander, also bounty hunter, also morph, and the last one, if I'm not mistaken, is a separate class. So there are around 8 or 9 classes. I wasn't counting currently in ESL,
No,
and people got
I was being just trying to be sarcastic. Because what I was basically saying are that there are classes that aren't as applicable. Like, I mean, morph, for example. No one's gonna use morph. Recon. I mean, using
morph.
recon.
No one's gonna use morph.
I use morph.
Excuse me, I wasn't supposed to tell that, but weren't you the one who started that that wave of tier 3 morph gun
No,
or
tier three
tier
is
four?
yeah. I mean, that's because
Tier four.
yes, I did, but
And morph also got a strong tier 6 gun. It
it
has
does
6 or 5 cores for
five
gun
upgrades.
buffs.
5 upgrades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 upgrades.
I mean, but what I'm saying is like, are you gonna pull out morph or are you gonna pull out KOG? I mean, I get the locking thing. I mean, and maybe you can type up a feedback regarding that. However, I feel like ESL as it currently isn't really unbalanced. I don't think that's the problem with ESL, and I don't think that's why players aren't playing. They're not like, oh, ESL is so unbalanced, I'm not gonna play. There are other things that
So
affect ESL
right
aside
now
from the rules.
ESL is not friendly for the new players.
Oh, okay, I can agree with you on that. 100%, I can agree. It is not
It's
friendly
not.
with the new players.
Yes, so people gonna tell me I'm noob, I'm bad player, and I don't know the game after what I say. But if we look at the numbers, if we look at the actually team cup history, we can see that there were 3 or 4 times more teams playing in both cup in the days when tier 8 guns and tier 5 armors were allowed.
Mm.
Everyone was saying that Dreadeye should be banned. Uh, Actually, everyone was only complaining about the Dreadeye, but at the same time, people were playing like the teams they were not quitting on the more teams were coming, and it was more friendly for the new players. Like in current rules, you
Yeah,
have to play a lot to be good, to be at
you
least
do.
kind of comparable to the old players.
You
But
do.
with the older guns, you could just you can use Dreadeye and get 3 kills, but at least you got a chance not to go that negative, not to lose.
Well,
So
I think
if
your argument.
I would bring back the old rules. That's only my opinion, but
Okay.
I would do that.
I think I'm okay. First of all, I remember I was the one who suggested the tier 3 armors back a couple of years ago. but as from your perspective, I totally get it. A lot of newer players, once they get a hold of a grinder or something like that or a Dreadeye, they're not going to use a tier 7 weapon. They're not going to use a tier 3. They're not going to use any of those older weapons. They're going to use whatever's the best thing they have, whatever the top thing they have is. So I totally get that being an argument for why a lot of newer players don't participate in ESL. And I think that's one of the biggest issues ESL is currently facing. They've kind of had this problem for a while, if you think about it, for like at least a year and a half. They don't really have any new teams. It's a very intimidating atmosphere. You're playing against guys who have been playing for years.
Yeah, and the amount of teams it's decreasing in both cups.
I remember Red Cup last week got I believe Red Cup was completely canceled.
It was canceled.
That's
there
crazy.
were only 2 teams, and it's not only because of the rules, but there is another reason we are not mentioning here.
Lol, no,
but
there are several reasons why there aren't many people playing. I mean, Yeah, yes. People talk about like hacks in ESL. That is an issue. That's a valid issue. But at the same time, there are no new players participating in ESL, and there's a
Yes.
reason for that. Maybe a lot of them are intimidated by the rules. ESL is pretty much dominated by the same teams. I mean, even if we allowed Grinder or Dreadeye, do you really think that newer teams would still stand a chance against seasoned players? I mean, it would help them,
Uh,
but
I think it would help them because that's the guns they usually use.
I
I don't
mean,
know, in ranked games, in SBs. Of course, old players with a lot of experience with tier 7 guns, they will be better, but
yeah.
there won't be such a huge difference between level of players. Like when I was started playing ESL, I started my ESL with grinder in my hand and a shoulder gun,
Stacker
or
and
the
shoulder gun.
seeker.
Stacker and
Yes,
shoulder
I
gun.
was.
I remember.
Yes,
I
I
remember.
was the noob. I started as the noob with the strongest gun in the game, and
Yeah.
I was able to go positive, or at least not go negative, versus some famous teams from Japan, like not Roxas, Rost Family,
Yeah, I remember them.
Drive,
Yeah.
and another old teams.
Yeah,
Yet
I remember.
I was improving by years, so I was using Dreadeye lately. Now I'm using tier 7, and I'm not the worst tier 7 player currently taking part in the cups.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I think you're probably one of the strongest players to play ESL.
I don't know. It never was my aim to become one of the strongest, but what I'm trying to tell that people need time to get better. You can't just
For sure.
play one ESL. You get slammed by experienced teams in the rules, and some people they just lose motivation. They see that they need days, I don't know, weeks, maybe even months to get better. Some people just don't want to do this, and I can clearly understand them.
Okay, and we have a question from Radu, who's the
Oh,
community manager of MC5, and he posted on the chat. What do you think about having squad battles? And he's probably asking you guys too in the chat. What do you guys think about having squad battles on ESL rules to have the format to practice in? So essentially, what he's saying is, I think he talked to me about this. They're thinking about having a format where where they kind of force you to use ESL rules in squad battle to familiarize a lot of the players with ESL rules. A lot of those players, like you mentioned, newer players don't really know what's going on with ESL. They probably don't know how to use a BSW. Probably have no idea how to use a KOG. I mean, who's going to use a KOG if you have a grinder, right? I mean, it's madness. So he's suggesting, what if we had a special SB, like group or SB just for ESO rules, period, and we stuck to that? Do you feel like that would help that problem?
that's an interesting suggestion. But the what you said, the people are being forced. I think that's what none of us likes, being forced to do anything. If it was possible to choose, like, a regular SB and tier 7 SB in the lobby, if you could choose that, that would be perfect.
Well,
Like
here's
players
here's
could,
here's the thing. They're always gonna. And this is every game. There's always going to be broken stuff in games. There are going to be things that just
of course.
shouldn't be allowed in a competitive atmosphere. Like, do I think that Marauder should ever be allowed in ESL at its current state? Hell no, absolutely not. We shouldn't be able to
At
use hands and
current
grip.
state, at current
Abs-
state, it's not that strong.
at current state, at current state, it's not that strong compared to what Grinder. A Grinder is actually really good now too.
No, compared as it was before the update.
Yes, no, they nerfed it. They nerfed it. But it's still a pretty good class, man. Like, people use it. I played a squad battle last night, and people are
But
still racking up kills with it. It's still dominant
but
if you're to up close.
every class has strong tier 9 or tier 8 guns.
So Radu
That's the
said,
point.
so you still have prestige weapons for solo play, but for team play you have the community approved balanced weapons. So they're still trying to steer in the direction of what the community wants overall. I think your suggestion of bringing back the old rules is not like a terrible suggestion, but I really want to be curious and see what other people think about it. I've heard some people message me and be like, "Dude, I want the old rules back," and I've heard some people also tell me like, "Hell no, I don't want all those prestige weapons in the game." Like, should tier 9 weapons be allowed? Should the latest prestige weapons be allowed? Should it just be restricted to tier 8? I mean, that's a question we need to ask, because it could change the game potentially. Like, we talked about Dreadeye earlier. Dreadeye dominated ESL whenever it was allowed in ESL. Whenever it came out, it dominated, like hands down, dominated ESL.
And
so did Stacker.
Let's come back to my and Sultan's suggestion about locking classes. With tier 8 rules and the rule of locking classes, does it seem better as with locking classes now?
I think that I think the only problem with your suggestion is how would we monitor that?
What do you mean?
You would have to literally have people watching and taking screenshots and stuff in order for that to be like. How would that be regulated?
Oh,
that's my question. I think that's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You would like literally have to like have either someone on the team recording, because you could swap weapons really fast. I mean, yeah. Let me go to assault real quick. Throw some nades. Oh, I die. Whoops. Or like there can also be the discrepancy, because I believe there was like a glitch that didn't really accurately display what class people were utilizing, and whenever you're spectating. So there's also that problem too. So if someone switches a class, can someone else switch their class back, or there's no class switching at all allowed in ESL? That's going to be another thing you've got to think about whenever applying a class restriction like you're suggesting.
Well, it's more like you're not spectating people using different classes. It's more like you spectate people not using same classes. So if you see someone being killed at the same time by two different players with the same class, you can just take a screenshot and it's done. Well, of course, every rule that is being suggested should be tested.
Okay.
Of course.
I mean, so they used to have.
It would be better to make some test cups, without prizes, maybe some credit prizes.
They've done that in the past. I don't know if you remember that or not. They've done that like a couple of times.
They did.
They've not done it recently.
It was good. That's how we were choosing which classes are better. Not classes, which rules are better.
So
the test cup is a really important point, in my opinion.
Yeah, but some people are saying they want tier 8 to be in ESL. Some people are saying, it's different. It's different. It's kind of mixed reviews. I'm looking even in the chat. So maybe there should be a feedback posted in ESL. Like, would that really affect players? Would that really help players join ESL? Because currently, if ESL goes in the direction it's going to have we're not going to have ESL anymore, and that's going to make me sad as someone who likes playing competitively. There literally won't be ESL. Having 4 or 5 cups join is not really. I mean, it's boring, man.
Maybe I'm taking too much for me, but I'm pretty sure that some people, they don't know what they want. So they never tried ESL with tier 8 rules, or they never tried ESL with, tier 5, tier 6, tier 7 rules, doesn't matter. So unless they try, they will be sure that these rules are bad. So in my opinion, it's a little bit radical, but just make one cup with old rules, with everything tier 8 allowed, except for, Marauder, but yet even Marauder should be allowed. Like every class and every tier 5 armor except Paragon should be allowed with every tier 8 weapon, and let's see how it goes. Maybe people will like it. Maybe there are gonna be new teams coming.
I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat. A lot of people are really like that the ESL rules restriction and SB thing. I'm looking at them, and a lot of them are older players, to be fair. But maybe that's something that should be implemented and kind of tested out, because I mean, let's talk. We could talk about SB. SB I think SB's gotten a little better with the last update, but SB's been pretty dry compared to like how it used to be. You remember we used to play like so many years ago. We used to hop on, play squad battle, and we could play squad battles literally all day if we wanted to. And
but
now it's hard. Now you might find one team playing, just one or two teams playing. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get better with time because uh, I'll express everyone's opinion. The SB was ruined by Marauder.
Yeah,
It
I've heard
was
that.
ruined by Marauder. I don't wanna like talk bad about the game loft, of course not. But the SB was ruined by Marauder. After they nerfed it in the last update, they did a great work. It's actually pretty balanced comparing to other classes. I think SB could be, let's say, revived.
Okay, I think I
So
think
I would
that
like to play SB actually because I know there won't be situations when the opponent team is losing and they all start using Marauder, which is ruining the game.
mm,
Do you agree?
I'm trying to read the comments. Yeah, I think Marauder like did hurt SB a little bit, but I don't think that's the only reason why SB is not as good as it
I'm
was. I
not
mean,
an SB expert. Of course, I'm not, but I'm just telling you what I've heard from many players and what I saw myself. Because whenever I was going positive in SB, which happens pretty often, I was, forced to use Marauder to help my team not to lose.
yeah, no,
And
I'm the same way. That's why I still have the class. I mean, I have the class available, locked and loaded whenever it goes on. Um,
delete it.
Delete
Delete
the
it.
I'm trying to read the comments. A lot of them aren't super constructive. I'm really curious about what people feel about two things or three things. Rules regarding ESL. Should we have lock classes? Should we allow prestige? In SB, should we allow should we make SB like a section that limits it to ESL rules only? Um, yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about those particular things. Not about how other games are, not complaining and crying about the game's current state. We want to try to improve it. Me and Uno are old players. We're actually like we've been playing this game for a long ass time, like what, 5 years now, bro? That you and I have been playing,
Mm, probably.
like
Let's say 5 years.
5 years, guys. So we do care about the game. We have been
Yeah,
playing it
and
a long time. We've seen it at all the
on
ups
this
and downs.
stream, as you can see, even Radu, the community manager, is taking part in writing comments. So if you really want to change the game somehow, it's one of the best opportunities
Yeah,
because
it really
the
is.
game loft representatives are actually watching it.
Yeah, like
So why don't you just write a constructive made comment saying yes or not and give your opinion why? I would actually do that if I wasn't invited to the stream.
so. I mean, if you commented on the stream, man, and you provided some constructive conversation, I would. I mean, I'm trying to read the constructive things. And, it's really difficult too because I'm reading through a lot of stuff. But a lot of people seem to really go for that ESO rules and SB idea. I think
Yeah,
we should. I think we
I
should
would
test it
go for
out.
that too. I would go
Um,
for that too, actually. Even if it's kind of forced one. Remember when it was the capture CTF in SB? You would never know if you get a team battle or CTF. That's what I'm talking about. But even if they make it the same way as it was in CTF, it will be great.
oh,
Anyway,
they're also discussing. So I got some notes here. From Radu discussing like some things that they're thinking about implementing, and they all look really good. Limiting loadout slots, matchmaking based on your rank. So if you're in bronze link, you're not going to get ranked with someone who's in platinum. Um,
oh,
and
that game missed it.
and
It should be implemented.
and also having restrictions on loadouts and armor based on your tier, based on your rank. So if you're in bronze league, you're not going to have a grinder. I mean, it's going to be rare that someone in bronze league has a grinder. They're going to have a saber, compact, whatever. So it's going to restrict. Not only it's not only going to bunch people who are in the same league together, but they're going to have to use certain things. Like you can't have someone who's bronze go and use grinder. They're going to have to rank up if they have those weapons and go to higher ranks and use those weapons they want to use. So
That's a great suggestion.
this kind of
I'm giving my like to it.
this kind of keeps a lot of the, because I've heard of older players or really good players but with good weapons will lower their ranking just so they can get their KD up and play against Bronze League. I've heard that it's actually a thing, so that helps. And I think bringing back currency prizes is something they're thinking about, like in terms of like I'm guessing they mean credits. So. And this basically, well, I think what they're talking about is implementing a sort of ESL rule in the game. So you sign up within the game with your squad. You're not going to do like any kind of weird extra website. And I think that's going to bring a lot more players in because they actually like a lot of people don't know what ESL is. A lot of people don't want to go through the trouble of making a second account.
So you're talking about making an exact connection between the game and the tournament
and an ESL rule type tournament within the game, I think.
That would be a huge step in getting more teams involved.
Credits would be the prize, and I think credits really motivate a lot of players because of all the cool.
Of course, or maybe some rare weapons. You know? Like,
yeah.
There are rare camos.
Yeah, rare.
Maybe they should make some rare camos.
Yeah, like an
like Jade Stone or Lava,
or like maybe camos, or like exclusive camo for people who win these tournaments. Maybe helms or like cosmetic stuff like kill signs that are like remember the alien kill sign back in the day that before it went on accident to the black market, where if you won so many squad battles, you'd get it or squad events you'd get it. I mean. Stuff like that would be really. Actually, I don't see the alien kill sign much anymore. Do you?
Me neither.
Actually, thinking back on it, yeah, like stuff like that. Something kind of unique where people kind of know, like that. That would also be cool. Like cosmetic stuff or credits. I think really motivate players because it shows. People will stand out with that kind of stuff. Like, oh, this guy's one. Like kind of like Invictus does with ESL.
Regarding tournaments, they already have that. Pro tournament, I guess, in boosted events, but I guess it's really undone.
So
they could just remake the format of it.
I don't know if working on ESL itself is the answer, but I think that this introduction to ESL rules in SB is really promising because it's a lot less complicated for new players to sign up.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. He's saying the sign up is still through ESL website. Wow. Maybe what they could implement is sign up within the game so that it's literally a one click. Okay, it's gonna in the game, like kind of like it does for the stream that you and I are on, where they click on a link and it makes you sign up. I think that's what they need to do, is create some ads, and this will actually this effectively signs you up for official ESL. So
it will take some time to make because they will have to remake the whole ESL website system. Because currently there are teams, there are players, you're inviting players via link, you sign up team, you accept sign up, and if you make it through the game, you have to completely change the website. The team's gonna be in the game, you need to link somehow the teams in the game and the teams in the website. It's a huge step forward, but it will take some time, definitely.
Okay.
Right now, the idea of making ESL rules in SB sounds perfect.
Something else that's mentioned is they mentioned having daily events with a. I'm just gonna read it straight up. With a moderate hard currency entry price that goes into tournament format. So they're gonna have a bunch of teams in a tournament, and with ESL rules, ESL restrictions, everything, just like ESL. And they're even considering like going up to tier 4 armor just so they and maybe buff tier 7 weapons so that there may be more people can use different armors. Each squad can sign up a few times per week in these tournaments, and teams that get over 10 wins per month can participate. It could basically get moved straight up to monthly finals, or a monthly tournament with the same structure with good prizes. And you can get daily prizes too. Sweet. The winner team receives a direct invitation for ESL monthly finals for their platform. So they're basically playing in game to get a spot straight into ESL, I guess, and with incentives along the way with like credits or prizes or stuff like that, which hopefully will boost. I think that would boost would boost gameplay a lot. Maybe help a lot more traffic with players and keep people really motivated and incentivized to be more active as squads. And hopefully, again, I suggest if this is implemented, to have most of the like sign up or the direction done within the game, so that players don't have to do any kind of research. Because in my opinion, I feel like a lot of people don't really fully understand how to sign up for ESL. I think that's going to be something that hinders people. I mean, it's not exactly the easiest process in the world.
Yes, I agree.
But I think that if a lot of it's done within the game, or like there's some instructions like broken down, or at least a link to the ESL like page that would directly have people sign up within the game as a pop-up, again, like your and my's conversation or my podcast or any videos, I think that would really help people out. So, or like a special button or something added to the menu that said, hey, entry for tournament, yada yada, just so it'd be easier for people in general. Someone asked about buffing support class. Have you tried support recently? You need to try support, then come back and ask me about that, because that support is really good as it is right now.
Yes, I was playing with tier 7 support gun, and it seems like to be a really strong one. Both close range and long range.
Tier 6 and tier 7 are really good. Try it again. And if you don't want to watch it, guys, you don't have to watch it. It's fine. So support is good. Is Marauder going to get nerfed more? Let's kind of check it out and see how it goes. Let's check it out. Let's check it out and see how it goes. How do I get the news? I don't really look at the... No! I'm trying to navigate to news. Do you remember how to navigate?
Do what? Excuse me?
Navigate to, like, the news? Is there a way? That's the forum. It has a Reddit link, Facebook link, YouTube link. The only way I know is like to restart the game at this point. I don't really use a lot of the new stuff. Oh, maybe it's that check mark thing's down for me. Forum, customer care, final stuff. I'm not sure how to do it aside from starting the game over, which I guess I can do. Let's just do that. It's in the main menu. Okay, so whenever you start the game, guys, it brings you to the news. He said it's... Oh, where it says news in big letters. Oh, lol. So, I'm trying to navigate how to... We're not playing Asphalt 9 right now. Sniper Fury. Oh, I still have Versus installed? Nice. Oh, esports. Here it is. This shows the latest streams. The latest streams, and it has an actual button for ESL. Well, here you go, guys. This is how you sign up for ESL really easily. So, you navigate to news right here. Go to esports, and go to ESL sign up, and it will direct you straight to the ESL website. And
really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Fun fact.
I didn't know either.
I've always known the website by heart, but here you go, and you log in, register, boom, and you see the cups lined up right here too, right in front of you. So you can pick the cup that you wanna sign up for, right here. That's kind of cool. Sweet.
Is.
So that I didn't know that was there. That makes it nice. But maybe it should kind of make it a little more like, I don't know, maybe some kind of instructions if this is implemented in these tournaments, like just kind of like broken down for people, like hey, navigate to the esports that. No, everyone's asking how we didn't know that. Well, we know the website before this was even on here. Like we would navigate to the ESL website. I mean.
Yes.
ESL's been around for a few years, guys. Like we've not had to navigate into the news. Personally, I don't navigate to any news or anything like that. So, let's see. Trying to look at some comments. I mean, I don't see any other questions. If you guys have any questions regarding that or any suggestions on top of that, that'd be interesting to see. Some of the cores need a nerf. I don't know if I agree with that. I think that the cores did get nerfed. I know that Evil Eye got a nerf recently, which was really the worst. Infiltrator. How could Infiltrator get a nerf? I mean,
there was one core, Undying. It was not Undying. You know when you spawn and you're being immortal.
Yeah.
How is it called? Is it Undying?
It is. It's oh no, that's Immortal. The one
Immortal,
where you spawn.
Yes.
The spawn. Undying allows you to like respawn very quickly, and Immortal.
The Immortal one. It was how it's called. It was nerfed twice.
Yeah.
It was 7 seconds, then 5, and now it's 3.5.
Yeah, it's kind of useless now, honestly. I mean, I don't see anyone use that.
Yes, I was using it a lot back in the days.
Me too.
7 seconds.
I would use Undying and Immortal, period, and someone would have support.
Yeah. Oh, good old days.
Good old days, man. 3.5 just isn't enough for me to get up and be happy about, because you already get like a second or so of spawning. You get like a second of immortality. I mean,
I'm a very bad player to get a kill in 3 seconds. I need at least 7.
Lol. Yeah, me too, man.
I understand you.
Someone said Infiltrator is annoying as hell. What map shows green? How's that not OP? With the introduction, so my response to that would be Evil Eye. I think with the introduction, and I mentioned this in a previous podcast, with the introduction of Evil Eye, Infiltrator was really nerfed. I mean, you can see enemies on the map now. If something pops up green on your mini map, because you're going to be looking at the mini map as a sniper, you're going to know that's a person using Infiltrator. So I don't think Infiltrator needs a nerf. I think Infiltrator is good as it is.
No, Infiltrator should be nerfed for boosted events. The way it works. No, it makes you.
The way it works for boosted is that's kind of annoying. That's the only thing that's annoying in free for all. Like that would be the only instance where I would say that Infiltrator is overpowered is going to be in boosted events or free for all matches. But aside from that, like in terms of ESL, it's not that OP.
It's always was like a must-have core for recon all the time. So I've never been complaining for Infiltrator on none of my teammates, because that's what you expect from a recon class.
Should I do it, man? Should I do this?
Do what?
You see what I'm doing on my screen?
No, don't do that.
If
you do this, you can never go back.
I don't know. Everyone's getting a little excited.
No. Are you really want to do this? Really want? Think twice.
Oh, Rush. I was like, why can't I do kill streaks? I want to try Battle Royale sometime, just because I want to play with a bunch of you guys.
You can actually make a Battle Royale right now for stream viewers.
Let's do this is ESL. We'll do an ESL scrim. Should I do it, guys? This is on iOS. If I did it, it would be on iOS. And it's already created. Whoopsie, can't go back. Whoopsie daisy. We'll do a scrim. Let's do 1 or 2 scrims. I'm not going to play. I'm going to spectate because my internet's like utter garbage right now. Shit. So, let's...
I could spectate as well.
Spectate, man. We'll spectate together. Can you VC with your internet? Can you spectate in VC, man? I don't know. I don't want to put too much in your great internet.
I have the internet, but I think I can spectate. No, I think I can even play, but on my phone. So I better.
All right, go play. Go play, buddy. We'll watch you. We'll spectate you. Don't choke.
No, I will. It's my duty, you know.
Don't choke, buddy.
What is the basket?
GFX. I said it 17 times.
I will use support, actually.
Everybody's allowed to play. It's not just we're not going to limit it to anyone because everyone's going to be like, oh.
Make support great again.
Why don't you try tier 7 support Hauser? Do you want him to really use Hauser? Hey, you have a Hauser loadout, right?
Yes, that's
Sweet.
what I'm gonna use.
Use it. Show them how OP support is now. Okay, that's really good.
Yo,
I was using it and I was like, holy crap. I was like, holy crap, I'm killing everyone.
If I play with support, use a support, no one will gonna use it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's gonna use support after this stream. Let's see. You better not choke.
No, I can't. It's my duty to to do bad.
Lol.
Isa, and my personal message to you: turn off Hex, you noob. Excuse me. Just kidding.
Should we just do a 4v4?
I don't know. Well,
whatever. It's too late. I just already started it. Whoopsie daisy.
The red team has advantage because I'm on blue team.
Radu asked, "What do we think about Sapper after the recent buffs?" Sapper's always kind of been a weird class. It's not really been super popular.
I haven't traded Sapper.
After
I think I should do it.
I think that it's decent. It's not terrible. The guns themselves aren't great. The turrets are beset. All right, let's see how all this is going right here.
Oh.
Look at you, nub, running into nades.
Yes. All right, support is bad, or it's just me bad. Never mind.
No,
it's just
someone's wrecking you with support right now.
See? You see? I can't play on phone, but it's my duty to use support.
Oh, are you playing on your phone or aside from your iPad?
Yes,
that's why. That's why you're playing like crap. Jesus.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing usually. Then I'm better.
Yeah, maybe you should switch to the voice on your phone and just play on your iPad next match.
Because
you're embarrassing yourself. I said you were good, and you're going 0-5. Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's what happens when I'm trying to play on my phone. Sorry, my teammates.
Lol.
But I told you.
You're the reason why they're even negative. Godly, they're gonna tell me not to let you in the next game. Try it next game. Play on your iPad instead.
Yes, first assist.
0-7. You're OP, Habibi.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your first kill, man. I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
I almost want to tell you where they are just to help you. That's how bad I feel for you right now.
That's like cheating.
Oh, it's okay. We cheat. It's stream. Well, the people thought you quit this game. Lol.
You see me playing on the phone?
Someone said that I play on a phone and I don't play like crap. Well, if you're used to an iPad and iPhone are very different. Period. I can't play on an iPad right now.
I can play on the phone.
Yeah, I could play on my phone fine, but if I played, the whole stream would be garbage. I mean, the stream's already probably suffering because we're streaming a game, but
because we're streaming me playing. I hope you're not showing it to anyone.
Oh no, this is I'm just spectating on you. That's the messed up part.
No, it's 3-10.
Dude, the guy who's Soldier 246 is doing better than you. A lot better.
You see?
And he doesn't have a single kill. He just has a lot less deaths.
That's why I quit the game.
Watts is in here killing you a recon. Yeah, man, you might want to switch to your iPad after this. We'll play a little more. I'll let you redeem your...
I might quit the stream after this.
Quit the game? Delete it?
Yes, that's what I'm about to do. Yeah, I can't play on phone. But it's alright, it's just a game, isn't it?
Yeah, man, definitely. Just a game that you're on live stream with.
Kill!
There we go. You're aiming a
Oh,
lot. You're aiming way too much for a close range a game.
of course. But it's alright. Let other players show how good they are. Why would I try hard?
Because
Because we got
I said you were a pro earlier on
no,
stream.
I never was one.
Well, I guess I didn't say it. At least.
Oh, look at my teammates. Yes.
Man, he is too horrible. Give tier 7 support to your pro ESL player, man.
Yeah.
Like, I almost want to play for you. Jeez.
Oops, my game crashed.
Your game... It's on live stream, man. It's too late. It doesn't matter. Guys, 27-9? My lord. All right. How's
Look
my
at the
battery?
name.
Battery's at 93%. I really shouldn't play. Like, my phone's going to lag and stuff. Because I'm playing on my crappy Wi-Fi. Because I kind of want to play after that.
I kinda don't wanna even log in the game after that.
I bet you don't.
One
more,
guys.
guys.
I found it.
Dude, get on your iPad. Come on. That was sad.
But I will lag.
What, on voice?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's try.
Okay, I don't think that's enough evidence to say buff support class because people were using support and doing really well on the team with it.
Yes, and it was a myth.
Oh, so. And it's made again. Passkey is GFX for iOS users. I'm gonna post it on global as well. So you got this is gonna be my last game that I'm gonna stream for you guys, just because me and Uno need to talk about I don't know, him quitting MC5.
About my last performance.
His last performance. Shoot. Yeah. Okay.
That's why you'll never see me again playing.
Should I play or should I just spectate? I'm not sure if this is going to be bad or not. I don't want you guys to judge me based on the performances I've had on stream.
I am trying my best to log in the game.
Are you?
Yes. I am trying my best.
Ooh, Yoda is here.
I guess I'm almost there. Okay, I will spectate. Don't start it.
Spectate.
I don't want to give any team an advantage.
Again, guys, if I lag, because there's a very good chance I will, I'm playing on my Wi-Fi, which is literally 1/10 as good as my LTE, which I typically play on. Don't judge me. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm going to be sniping. I'm going to be trying to snipe. Again, this is not typically how I play. I'm already making excuses before the stream's even started, but turn up the brightness a little bit. Notice I'm streaming.
Dude, don't worry. I bet you can't go worse than I did.
It's going to be really hard, but I'll try.
That's impossible. I spent years trying to go as negative as I went the last game, so...
They're just going to throw nades there.
Oh, nade noob, of course. Yes, make support great again, guys. Make it great after me. Let's go, DulZi.
1 kill. 1 death. Ooh, Danny got me. I saw him too, though.
He saw you too.
He did. Just throw that there.
DulZi, I just saw how you missed it. How bad are you, DulZi?
I know, right?
Even my negative 20 isn't as bad as what you did now.
KOG. I knew I was going to be dead. I told you guys, my connection is not as good as it usually is. I usually have some pretty good connection.
At least I had some solid excuses, like I don't usually play on phone and stuff. And you're just saying you got a bad connection.
I do, and I'm still playing better than you. That's crazy.
Yes. That's crazy. How bad should someone be to go as negative as I did?
Oh god, I'm about to die to this guy. I'm about to die to this guy.
Maybe he is a new ESL winner in near future.
Ah. I said, guys, don't judge me from this poor performance. I'm sorry. I'm usually way, way, way more worse.
War.
I guess someone's not good at sniping. They're just going to use pistol. Oh gosh, someone's... There we go. Knifing. Knifing's OP. You can't miss with knife, right?
It's possibly because you're the best knife player. You're knifing and nading playing a sniper. That's a way to go, man.
Ah, I'm sorry. They're over in this side.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm so dead.
You're dead, yes.
Yeah, they're not even trying to shoot me. They're like, well, let's just throw nades at him. He's snapping. Well, guys, that was a little bit of fun. Yay, second place, yay. 23 and 3.
Strong.
Low.
Strong.
I could have done much better, but then again, my connection sucks. Phone's hot because it's been on a charger.
You could have gone 20.
My dog is sick, and I don't feel great. My dog's sick, so I'm not feeling great. Not in the right mental capacity right now to play as well as usual. What other excuses gonna come? I haven't eaten breakfast. Anyways, good game, fellas. That was a little bit of fun. And
it was.
Thank you guys for coming here. Let's keep it rolling about the. I like the ESL rule suggestion in SB, and from what I see, you guys seem to really like it. If you guys like seriously want it done, keep on commenting below. Let us know. Let us know on the YouTube channel. Let us know on Facebook. Let us know on whatever social media we have. And thank you, Uno, for being here, man. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
To have you on stream with me.
Thank you for fighting.
No problem, man. Hey, and I mean, I thank you for also making it look like I'm better than you on stream. So I appreciate that too.
I did it for you.
Oh man, thank you. God bless you. But thank you guys. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys possibly next week. And hope everyone has a great day. And let us know if you have any issues or want to see anything different in MC5 or in the future. And we'll try to make it happen. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.